Drake just leaked the evidence that will destroy him in court. His lawyers are having panic attacks right now. Kendrick is watching and smiling. And what you're about to discover will make you question if Drake has completely lost his mind. Because this isn't just a mistake. This is career suicide caught on camera. And the worst part, he doesn't even realize. What he's done, you thought the Drake-Kendrick beef was over, right? Lawsuits filed, songs dropped, drama escalated, case closed. Wrong. Audio just surfaced that changes everything. Drake is responding to Not Like Us, the exact song he's suing Kendrick over right now in court. Think about that insanity for a second. While his lawyers argue this song destroyed his reputation, Drake is making new music about it. And when you see the timing, when you realize the pattern, when you understand what this means legally, everything clicks into a nightmare Drake can't escape. Here's exactly what happened, and this will blow your mind. Snippets allegedly from Drake's Iceman album started appearing. Online, music theory forums, anonymous accounts, burner profiles. But one clipped a lawsuit overview. Kendrick versus Drake stopped the internet completely. Drake directly addresses Not Like Us, the song at the center of his multi-million-dollar lawsuit. The lyric, "I don't look nothing like y'all. That's when I'd rather be." He's trying to flip Kendrick's most brutal diss into a compliment, like humiliation is actually validation. But here's where this becomes absolutely insane. Entertainment lawyers immediately started freaking out. One defamation expert said, "If you're suing over a song that damaged you, you cannot make new music about that song. You're proving to the court it didn't hurt you that badly." The logic is simple. If someone ruined your life, would you use their words as artistic inspiration? Would you give them more power? No, unless you're Drake in 2026. But wait, it gets crazier. Internet detectives pulled up court filing dates. They cross-referenced everything and discovered something shocking. These leaks appeared hours after Drake's stake lawsuit motion. They dropped during J. Cole's album announcement. They surfaced before critical court dates. This isn't coincidence. This is calculated. Fans analyze the accounts posting these leaks. Brand new profiles. Academic pages that suddenly have Drake exclusives. Anonymous channels with suspiciously high-quality audio. The theory? Drake's team is intentionally leaking this content disguised as unauthorized drops. Why? Because real leaks make you look like a victim. Strategic releases make you look desperate. So Drake creates the illusion of chaos while desperately trying to control everything. And the Iceman album, industry insiders say it doesn't exist. Just random songs with no vision thrown together under a cool name Drake mentioned casually. This isn't artistry. This is desperation. Now, here's why this is happening, and it's genuinely tragic. Drake isn't just losing professionally. He's experiencing a complete identity crisis on the world's biggest stage. For 20 years, Drake was untouchable. The biggest artist, the cultural king, his entire self-worth, built on dominance. Then, Not Like Us, the leaked Iceman snippets explain dropped. Not just a diss track, a cultural earthquake. That song played at the Super Bowl, won awards, became a movement. It didn't hurt Drake's feelings. It redefined how millions see him. And that psychological wound, it's deeper than any lawsuit. When your identity is built on being number one, watching someone take that destroys you from inside. But here's the dark part. Drake's defamation lawsuit requires proving Not Like Us caused severe damage. False statements, actual malice, measurable harm. Defamation cases are nearly impossible for public figures to win. So what does Drake do? He releases music engaging with the song he claims destroyed him. Legal analysts are horrified. One specialist explained, "You can't claim devastating damage, then use that content as creative inspiration. No judge will award millions under those circumstances." This is self-destruction disguised as strategy. And there's more. Drake allegedly felt betrayed when J. Cole apologized for his Kendrickies, like Cole abandoned him mid-war. So when Cole announced a fall-off album, Drake saw competition. Cole was praised for maturity, growth, taking the high road, everything Drake wasn't getting. The timing of Drake's leaks during Cole's announcement, that's not random. That's someone stealing thunder, demanding attention. When you can't compete with quality, You compete with chaos. There's also financial pressure. At his peak, Drake made hundreds of millions yearly. But empires crumble when reputation crumbles. His legal fees are piling up, partnerships falling apart, the stake. Situation becoming a nightmare, cultural capital evaporating. When someone who's only known wealth faces potential loss, panic sets in. And panic makes people do irrational things, like undermining your own lawsuits. Here's what genuinely hurts when you strip away the memes. We're watching a human being unravel in real time. Drake isn't just celebrity drama. He's someone who built a legacy only to watch it dismantled by someone more talented. These leaked snippets. You can hear the desperation, the forced confidence that doesn't feel authentic anymore. The way he's trying to convince himself more than the audience. This is pain disguised as bravado. Drake is experiencing every artist's worst fear, why the timing is so critical, becoming irrelevant, while desperately trying to stay relevant. That's soul-crushing. But here's the tragedy. Drake is making it worse for himself. His lawyers are begging him to stay silent, to stop engaging, to stop giving ammunition to critics. But Drake can't help himself. He needs to respond. He needs attention. That's not strategy. That's addiction. And the saddest realization, nobody wants to be Drake right now. If you're blown away by this deep dive, subscribe to Stars 2 because the story is about to explode and you need to see what happens next. If you could be Drake or Kendrick right now, everyone picks Kendrick without hesitation. Drake is pretending he's winning while losing everywhere. He's treating leaks like power moves while his legal team scrambles. This isn't confidence. This is someone drowning who mistakes thrashing for swimming. The culture has moved on. The respect is gone. And these snippets prove he doesn't see it yet. That's the truth nobody says. Drake's era is over, and he's the only one who doesn't know. The evidence gets even more damning when you go deeper. The Iceman album was announced over a year ago with major hype, revolutionary concepts, artistic evolution. But industry sources say it never existed as a real project, just random songs with no thread. The name was something Drake mentioned casually that marketing grabbed. This isn't how classics get made. This is desperation. But the leaked timing reveals something calculated. Fans created timelines comparing leaks to legal developments. The correlation is undeniable. Leak 1. Within 24 hours of stake lawsuit, dismissal paperwork. Leak 2. Same day as J. Cole's album announcement. Leak 3. 48 hours before a critical court hearing. This isn't coincidence. This is misdirection. And those accounts posting leaks created days before posting Drake content. Academic pages suddenly with exclusive access. Anonymous channels with professional audio quality. These aren't traditional leaks. They're strategic releases disguised as unauthorized content. Why the deception? Legal experts react. Why this hurts Drake? Because real leaks generate sympathy. Strategic releases generate mockery. So Drake manufactures chaos to avoid. Looking intentionally chaotic. But the legal evidence is devastating. Court documents argue not like us cause severe damage. The strategy requires proving false allegations cause significant harm. But Drake is now releasing music referencing that song, reframing it positively. One lawyer with 20-plus years experience. You can't claim a song destroyed you, then use it as inspiration. You're proving it didn't damage you enough. No jury awards damages. Then fans also compared his current behavior to the Meek Mill beef. Back then, Drake was calculating, precise. He dropped back-to-back perfectly. He won decisively. Now he's reactive, sloppy, damaging himself more than Kendrick. The pressure broke something. These snippets prove it. The internet became a detective agency, uncovering every detail. J. Cole's role adds fascinating complexity. He released 7-minute drill targeting Kendrick. Fans expected war. Then Cole apologized, removed the song, took the high road. Drake allegedly felt betrayed. Sources say he saw it as abandonment. When Cole announced a fallout, Drake saw competition for cultural respect. Cole was praised for maturity, growth, integrity, everything Drake was receiving. That's why fans believe leaks were timed to disrupt Cole's momentum. Drake needs attention, even if negative. When you can't win with quality, you win fans and internet detectives investigate by demanding focus. Drake's fan base is also disintegrating. For years, OVO stands defended him against everyone. They argued he was the greatest, but Not Like Us changed something. Even hardcore fans started questioning. The allegations were too specific, too uncomfortable. Now, with these snippets, more fans are turning away, calling moves embarrassing, comparing him unfavorably to Kendrick. Drake is losing his own base in real time. No legal win fixes that. The stake gambling situation keeps getting messier. The deal was supposed to be a financial win. He promoted heavily, but the deal collapsed. Money disputes, contract violations. Now Drake distances himself while fighting legal battles. Snippet leaks coinciding with stake updates, intentional, burying bad news under manufactured headlines, and the Super Bowl humiliation. Kendrick performing Not Like Us at the Super Bowl was ultimate cultural victory. The biggest stage in America. Drake had to watch Kendrick triumph, had to accept he couldn't stop it. That public humiliation creates scars, especially when your identity revolves on being the biggest. So Drake lashes out everywhere at Kendrick, Cole, the legal system, anyone questioning him. But nothing works. The harder he fights, the worse it gets. This transcends one career collapse. This is a fundamental cultural shift. Drake's situation is a definitive case study in how not to handle public conflict in the social media era. Every artist is learning. When you mix legal battles with public drama, stay disciplined. Control your comparison. Drake versus Kendrick cultural impact ego. Don't let emotion make decisions lawyers must fix. Drake is learning the most expensive way. The industry is taking notes. But there's deeper conversation about legacy. Drake spent 20 years building commercial success, streaming records, chart positions, sales. But none of that matters if your legacy ends with humiliation and self-destruction. Kendrick shows artistic skill matters more than popularity. Authenticity matters more than algorithms. Cultural respect matters more than commercial success. Drake proves you can achieve every success marker and still lose everything if you don't know when to step back. Hip-hop is transitioning from Drake's commercial dominance to Kendrick's artistic integrity. These snippets are the soundtrack to that transition. There's also a legal lesson affecting entertainment law. Drake's team made a catastrophic error, letting him engage with Not Like Us while fighting defamation. That decision will cost him the lawsuit, potentially millions. Other artists are watching, legal teams analyzing. This is becoming required study for what not to do in celebrity litigation. The internet culture aspect is fascinating. Drake is trying to control narrative in an era where narratives can't be controlled traditionally. Social media democratize opinion. Fans access court documents, analyze audio, compare timelines, fact-check real time. Drake can't spin stories and expect blind acceptance. Receipts are everywhere. Truth is crowdsourced. That's the implication. In 2026, authenticity is the only currency. You can't fake it, manipulate it, or lawyer your way out when culture decides you lost. Where does this lead? Speculation is wild. If Kendrick responds to these snippets, it's the collapse of Drake's fan base genuinely over for Drake. Completely, permanently. Kendrick has been silent since Not Like Us. He won, walked away, let victory speak, performed Super Bowl, collected awards, let culture crown him without saying more. But if Drake keeps provoking, Kendrick might respond one final time. If Kendrick drops another disc, after everything, after Super Bowl, after cultural reset, Drake cannot survive another loss that magnitude. His career would never recover. Legacy permanently defined by getting destroyed twice. Some fans think Drake knows this, that he's baiting Kendrick so he can claim he made Kendrick break silence. But that's not winning. That's redefining victory, because actual victory is impossible. Others believe Drake is so deep in denial. He genuinely thinks these snippets make him look strong that he's convinced himself he's winning as everything crumbles. Both scenarios are tragic. Legal experts are unanimous. Drake's defamation case is dead. These snippets killed whatever chance existed. No judge awards damages to someone publicly engaging with content that allegedly destroyed them. The stake lawsuit isn't going well either based on insider reports. If he closing thoughts, Is Drake self-destructing? Loses both. Financial implications could be devastating. Millions in legal fees, potential damages, lost partnerships, destroyed endorsements. His empire could genuinely collapse. But wildest speculation, some believe Drake is planning one final move. Surprise album, massive stunt. Something to shift narrative completely. The problem, Drake cried wolf too many times. Nobody believes his moves are genuine. Everything feels calculated and desperate. So even if he drops something major, will anyone care? Will it matter? The answer is clear. No, this is the moment everything changes forever. We're witnessing the death of an era in real time. Drake's reign is ending not with a bang, but self-inflicted wounds studied for generations. The leaked snippets, legal disasters, transparent desperation, crumbling fan base, cultural rejection, all happening simultaneously in the most public way. And the heartbreaking part, Drake is the architect of his own destruction. If he stayed silent after Not Like Us, it would have faded. If he focused on great music, he could have earned respect back. If he accepted the loss and moved forward, he could have preserved dignity. Instead, he chose litigation, provocation, desperation. Now he's trapped where every move makes everything worse. More details will emerge. Legal documents filed. Snippets might surface. Dramatic developments inevitable. Kendrick's team is watching, deciding if Drake crossed enough lines for one final devastating response. Drop your thoughts now. Is Drake intentionally self-destructing or genuinely delusional? Should Kendrick respond or let Drake destroy himself? Smash that like button. This took serious research. Hit subscribe to StarsTube so you don't miss the next explosive update. Turn on notifications because this moves at lightning speed and you cannot be the last to know. Subscribe to StarsTube now. We're covering every development, leak, filing, cultural shift. This is the most fascinating career collapse in music history, unfolding in real time. The culture has spoken. The verdict is in. Drake's legacy is being rewritten, not as the greatest, not as most successful, but as a cautionary tale of what happens when ego meets reality on the world's biggest stage. Subscribe to StarsTube right now. This is about to get even crazier.